Hello there! Welcome to my channel. Join me while I do a little throwback to this trip of ours a few months ago to Coron, Palawan. I've decided I'll do this video now and share it because although I do not travel a lot, I do miss it. In fact, I was supposed to go on an important travel abroad, but due to the pandemic, it was postponed indefinitely. This coronavirus sucks big time. Anyway, back to Coron. It was a long-awaited trip for us since we bought the tickets months before. Because Palawan airfares probably is one of the most expensive in the country, next to Batanes probably. It's cheaper to travel abroad, they say, perhaps to Hong Kong on promo fares than to Palawan. So yes, we were excited about this trip. I was closely watching the weather leading to the day of the trip, and it was not looking good. There was a typhoon right around our travel dates, but it got a little better on the day of our flight, so yes, Coron was on. We stayed at this hotel called Sky Lodge. It was new and very nice. The room that we got was small, but the bunk beds were big. We were not planning on staying in anyway, so it was all good. Sky Lodge offers all the basic amenities and more. A swimming pool, darts, lounge areas, and a restaurant. And the lobby, it opens up to this fantastic view. We still had the rest of the day, and so we went out and looked for something to do. We ended up climbing the steps to Mount Tapyas. According to unofficial guide PH, Mount Tapyas is the most iconic landmark in all of Coron. This is the mountain bearing the large signs spelling out the name of the city in large white letters. Not many places make this very clear, but hiking Mount Tapyas is one of the only free activities in all of Coron. And on top of that, it is also one of the most rewarding once you conquered the 700 steps to the top. The rain was on and off, but we can't let that dampen our spirits. And I was thinking maybe it was easier to climb on this cooler weather. Finally, we reached the top, and the view was really rewarding. This landmark is the most recognizable sight when returning to Coron Harbor from a day of island hopping. At night, the cross is lit up and can be seen from just about anywhere in the city. Whatever goes up must come down. Good thing we have this view to comfort us. Some 1,400 steps. Mission accomplished. We went to the town center for dinner and then coffee and some dessert in this epic spot. Tried our hand with a traditional game of sungka. Now don't ask me who won. I couldn't remember how the game was played. As the day was winding down, we were hoping the weather would turn out better than these dart shots. Lo and behold, no rain. We got sunshine. And we were blessed with this kind of weather all throughout the day. with some occasional drizzles here and there. Here's a tip. Instead of joining a group tour, get a boat for your small group. It costs more, but the benefits are huge. You don't have to wait for your tour mates. You go at your own pace from one spot to the next. You can stay longer if a spot pleases you more. You have the whole boat for all your stuff. Your photos will look amazing because you don't need to find an angle where you don't catch your teammates in the shots, among others. It's worth it, I tell you. At last, we got the go signal to sail on to our first destination. As we close in on our first stop for the day, the beauty of Palawan was unfolding slowly. Kayangan Lake is one of the 2 lakes in Coron Island out of the 8 that are open to the public. There is a steep 10 to 15 minute uphill climb of approximately 300 steps towards the inland lake. Midway through the climb is a view deck overlooking the lagoon. This view was totally worth that steep climb. A few hundred steps more, and then we reached the lake. Just look at that. Super clear waters. Very inviting. These aqua shoes definitely was a wise buy. Very comfortable to walk and swim in, and you don't hurt your feet on the sharp rock formations underwater. Our next stop was the Twin Lagoon. Make sure to ask your guides to bring you inside the lagoon, because if you end up like us on the far side, better be prepared for some serious swimming. Huge shout out to our boatmen and tour guides. They really took care of us, always carrying our stuff, making sure we were comfortable. And they even help you swim to your next destination. Kuya tour guide even helped us get some cool underwater shots. We then went on snorkeling in a fish sanctuary. The waves were challenging and strong, but underneath, the view was wonderful. At midday, we had our lunch at this spot. Food was prepared and cooked by the same people driving the boat, taking great underwater shots, guiding, and making sure we had a great time. Good job, mga kuya. We then proceeded to a place where we can lounge and swim on a beach. The white sand, shallow waters did not disappoint. On our way back, we made a quick stop at these corals. Due to the rains from previous days, the waters were not very clear, but still amazing, right? And then this fellow decided to join us. Dinner was at this place called Lobster King. It was quite festive in that area because across the street, a McDonald's store just opened up. We wanted to end our day and our Coron adventure by watching fireflies and bioluminescence in the mangroves. They're only visible at night, of course, so we braved the darkness and went on a dim, moonlit boat ride. Unfortunately, it's not the perfect night to experience it. Some fireflies were there and our cameras were not good enough to capture the experience. The water show from the bioluminescence was also shy. That concluded our Coron trip. The wait was so worth it. Coron is definitely on top and one of my favorite local destinations. After all this craziness brought about by the pandemic, my wish for you is to go on and experience Coron for yourself. We will definitely go back.